Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. It's the Condors and the USF Bulls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. He comes into this game with a very potent passing offense, ranked in the top 10. But today, they face one of their stiffest opponents of the season, a top 10 passing defense. Let's see who wins this strength-on-strength battle. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USF's offense will go on the attack first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think that's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Crosses the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Isaac. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Van Buren. Here's a heat. Finds some time. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Bulls looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
On the option.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll give it on the counter. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. The throw. With the catch, it's Odom. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Isaac. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Odom. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Off play action. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Snagged out of the air. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Bulls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulls! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Gives it on the option. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's right. Makes the grab on the left. There's a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wideout. On the option. He's in open space downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Condors are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's caught.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Isaac. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Going to try to get it himself. Nice move, create some space. There he goes. Past the 20. Into the end zone.
Quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
And here's the return. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Goes to the option. The keeper on the option. Look out, he's got room. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down for back at their own 24-yard line. Now on the option. Quick toss. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's right. Under fire. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And it'll be the Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Between the uprights, it's good. That gets them back to within 10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Steps away. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air. It's Van Buren. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it on. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the Bulls are threatening on first and goal. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's King. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They'll go right back to him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to throw, it's right. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Condors will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something.
Fires deep toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. And it's second down.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They're working that left side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Van Buren. Fires to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to slam it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, USF.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's King. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice, elusive.
There's some room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll run the option. Pitches it. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Keeps it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's right. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Number 95 set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with New Mexico, taking on the number 8 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Lobos, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to aim as they make the grab and get the ball. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half.
Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. Gives it on the option. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Now on the counter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. This USF offense will open this drive right here. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He's going to take off. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Here comes the heat. Finds a man in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Bulls have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It's Isaac. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now improvising. Connection to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit?
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, interesting decision for...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown Bulls! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. And it'll be the Condors who will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Escapes the pressure going right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Could be an alley. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Just feeds the running back. Touchdown goal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback keep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The Condors have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. Maybe some room here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Reads it, fires complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Inside the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run the option. They'll leave it with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with the GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Touchdown, Condor! Great job by the back on the option. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And they tacked on the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Might have a chance. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, just